What it do, folks? It is your host, Sensei, on Popcorn and Pork Rinds YouTube channel, and let's just go through some of my graded books, but also we're going to rant about some of them. So here we go. 9.6 for Absolute Batman. If you do not know what's going on with Absolute Batman right now, it is crazy. I don't really know a value of this because it's a 9.6, but there's an issue. Somewhere on the inner well, there is a little piece that is broken off. It does not affect the book. It's not touching the book, but also it's there. So if I sold it, people would probably be like, get it reholdered, right? Well, I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of debating on getting rid of this. I just need to figure out what is a true value for it. So next on the list, when I was doing Magic the Gathering content on TikTok, I was doing a lot of giveaways, and I gave away some Last Ronins, right? So I wanted to replace it because I love the Last Ronin. So as you see, I got this bad boy here as a replacement for number one. Matter of fact, I actually sold number one because be falling on hard times. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I had the Peach Momoko one. I'll throw it on the screen. And this is what I replaced it with once I was able to do so. So a lot of this stuff is not because I just had money just laying around and was able to do it, but I ended up, making extra money and all that other good stuff. But here's another one that was a replacement. Number 4, this one signed quite a bit signed on this. Can't say it's really my favorite, but hey, you can't be mad at a 9.8 that's been signed multiple times, because the more people touch a book, there's a chance that it will drop in value. This right here, this goes way back. I used to have this book when I was a child, and this came out, and then Sabretooth, I actually have the Sabretooth one. That series came out. Gambit came out. I'll put all that stuff on the screen. But I have a shirt that matches this, and I was like, you know what, it'd be kind of cool to pick this back up. So I did. Next on the list, so again, fell on hard times, and I picked up this 8.0. Now here comes the rant. This is an 8.0. Look at this. This is an 8.0. Look at all of the spine ticks. In all honesty, right, I have books that are also graded 8.0, and I know grading, I understand, but this is my grievance, because to me, this is lower than an 8.0. I hate this book. I wanted it replaced. I thought that I was getting something that was, within my price range. And an 8.0, it is what it is. This is a very old book. And I got this, and I said, this don't match what this looks like. Just cover-wise. Like, this is trash. I hate this. I really do. And I want to replace it. But also, I can't sell this for what I bought it for, because I don't think anybody would buy it for what I paid for it. So, there's that. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, what's next? This book I ended up getting in California. Now watch this. 7.5. Does it say off-white pages? Well, it doesn't matter, I guess. No spine ticks. Well, not that I see from here. Visually, it presents well versus the 8.0. Now, mind you, of course, there's other things that goes into play when you're grading. I'm not looking at that. I'm just looking at the cover, but I know that's kind of like one-sided. If I'm saying I'm only looking at the cover and the inside is jacked up, but you get what I'm saying. This presents well, that does not. But I picked this up in California right before I moved back to Texas. So yeah, I like the cover, and I said, let me get that before I leave, and I did. Now we have, you already know I had to do it. I had this book also at one point in time, ungraded. This is the true first appearance of Gambit. I understand the story and the lore behind it of why, but this is truly the first appearance. I don't care what the market says. I don't care what you say. This is the first appearance because it came out first. Okay, because in this book, if you know what, I'm preaching to the choir. It doesn't matter. Time to move on. That's just like Hulk 180, right? Which will be showing up very soon. I picked this up because Jenny Frison is such a fantastic artist. I came across Jenny Frison when she did some covers for Something Is Killing the Children, and I really loved her art style. So of course I had to pick up Grimm #1. I could have sworn that Grimm was going to be optioned for a show. I don't remember now, but I picked this one up. It is a full cover, and there's her signature at the bottom. So yeah. And now we have, big boy status, big boys. So me and this book go way back. So back in the day, I had an opportunity to pick it up for cover price, did not. So what ended up happening, I was around 19 years old now at this point in California, and I actually walked into a random dirty record shop and saw this book kind of whooped for $80. And this is back in the day. And I was like, do I really want to pay $80 for this book, especially with it being so screwed up? And I was like, nah, hell no. So what ended up happening years and years and years later, by this point in time, I'm late 30s. And I was looking online and I saw an 8.0 and a first appearance of Carnage for sale for $300 for both. It was an 8.0 and the Carnage, I do believe, was like a 9.0. So I picked it up. And of course, fell on hard times and sold it. So I picked it back up. But the one that I sold was, see, now I'm having a brain fart. You know what I'm trying to say. You have direct edition and a newsstand. So my 8.0 that I had before was a newsstand, but it also didn't have the special label for it. So I went on and opted to get this one as a replacement now. So this book I just got just for the cover. Just for the cover alone. This book is beautiful to me. And plus Colossus. Matter of fact, I can't even really say that Colossus is my favorite, but he would be top 3 for me. It would be obviously Cable, Bishop, and that guy right there. I know. Don't shoot me. Boo. Yeah, I know. But yeah, I had to pick this up because I love this cover. Story is actually pretty great too. I do believe there's a retelling in that book. So again, had to do it. This was my option because the Punisher right here, I had 129 mint condition, paid $100. This is over 20 years ago that I paid $100 for this book. Ended up selling it for $400 because, again, fell on hard times. That hard time I sold multiple times over the years. And now you see the price for $129 and I said, yikes. But it's been a book that has bothered me for so long for having to sell it to pay rent. And this was kind of my second option. I picked up a 6.5. It looks great. I love the presentation of it. And this might be my only opportunity of having like the Punisher in an appearance of like first, second, third appearance. But never say never. And also, obviously, I could probably sell some books and get the Punisher, but that's doing a lot. We'll see, though. I don't know. It's not out of the option. Doom. Had to pick this up. MF Doom inspired, the whole 9. It is a full cover. My buddy ended up I got him a copy also. There's some issues with getting this book, and that had to be canceled, and then had to get something else for my buddy. He might see this video and be like, oh. But yeah, I do have the full version in a 9.8. Lovely book. Did not read the story, so I don't know what goes on in that book. I might have to read it digitally. All right. Here we go. This is a facsimile with a different cover for 266. First appearance of Gambit. And I got it because I thought it was pretty cool. I never saw this, especially a facsimile that had just a different rendition of the cover. So I had to get it. Had to do it. So this is purely a spec book. I picked this book up because of Metamorphosis. It's Peter changing into, I guess, the Spider, but also that appearance happened in the cartoon. And I do believe Morbius was involved and all this other stuff. But there's a few books where I guess he changes into the Spider thing, which I was anticipating that he was going to change into that in the movie. So I guess we'll see. But yeah, this is purely a spec book. I did not buy this book for any other reason, just based off of spec. I wanted to get ahead of it. So I don't know. We'll see. I had to get this one because it is Deadpool and Batman from your artist, your buddy, Scotty Young. Yeah, you had to get it. You had to get it. I don't have anything else to say about this besides it's Scotty Young and it's Batman and Deadpool. And we have, you already know, black costume label, first appearance of the black suit. A lot of people will debate between this and Secret Wars. But I do feel that you should also have Secret Wars because, you know, it kind of is a tie-in to everything as well with the black suit. But yeah, I had to get it. I've never owned this book ever in my life until now. And you would think, being that I was, you know, old enough during that era, I could have just went in there and picked it up for $1 when it first came out, but Chris Claremont's first run on X-Men, you already know, had to do it. This was, I do believe, the last time where it actually just said X-Men and then it went into Uncanny X-Men. I could be wrong. Please correct me in the comment section, but yeah, I had to get it. This book has been on my radar for a very long time. I might want to work up to getting a different grade, a better grade, but we'll see. We shall see moving forward. Then we have Sam Keith. Has been one of my all-time favorite artists, and Sam Keith and Marvel Comics Presents literally is what got me deep into comic books. Now, mind you, I was a Spider-Man fan back in the early 80s, mid 80s, and moving forward, but going into a gas station, seeing Marvel Comics Presents, I do believe it was 85 or 86, Wolverine on the cover, Sam Keith, God rest his soul, he just passed away this year, 2026. He also did but anyways, yeah, love this cover, had to get it, personal favorite. And of course, you know, I mentioned it, the true first appearance of Wolverine. He shows up in the last panel, the whole nine. I already know people argue about this all day. I don't care. I don't have 181. I'm a poor. I don't have it. This is close as I'm gonna get to it. Is 180. Yeah, not upset. I'll take it. And last but not least, another book that was a replacement with tattoos is the first appearance of the Hobgoblin. Yeah. Well, thank you for tuning in to Popcorn and Pork Rinds YouTube channel, and you be well. Peace.